Hello everyone. In this tutorial we're going to learn parallel lines and transversals. Two or more lines can be called parallel if they do not intersect. This is the definition which we studied in previous classes, that the line which do not intersect each other are called parallel line. Here we have two lines which do not intersect each other, but we can't say that they are parallel, because when you expand these lines at a point they will meet. So for being parallel, it is important that two lines, uh, where the distance between those two lines at any given point on the lines is constant, are called parallel lines. For example, if we have two lines P and Q, there is 2 point A and B, C, and this is D. Suppose they are corresponding. Suppose A and C are corresponding point on line P and Q, and perpendicular distance between AC is constant, is equal with the perpendicular distance between BD. AC and BD are equal. So in that case we can say that the distance between line P and Q is constant at all the points, and such line can be called parallel lines. So here you can say PQ are parallel. So as far as definition of parallel line is concerned, we can define parallel line as two lines which do not intersect each other, and distance between two corresponding points on those lines are congruent at any given point are called parallel lines. Now here we have two parallel lines. These two lines are parallel, and this is transversal. This line is transversal, which intersects the parallel line at two distinct points. Due to this intersection, we found 8 angles made on those parallel lines by transversal. So those 8 angles can be grouped as certain specific angles, like corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate angles, exterior alternate angles, etc. So we will see what kind of relation exists among these angles, these 8 angles. Now first we will discuss about corresponding angles. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. So we came to know that whenever a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then all pairs of corresponding angles will be congruent, right? Now we need to see which among these 8 are making pair of corresponding angles. So first you can see all correspond the pair of corresponding angles will start rotating. Just observe in the figure. Look, 1 angle 1 and 5 are rotating, means this is one pair of corresponding angles. So 1 and 5 are congruent, that is equal. Another pair of corresponding angles are 2 and 6. Look, 2 and 6 are rotating. So this is second pair of corresponding angle made by the transversal on those two parallel lines, that is 2 and 6. So angle 2 and 6 are congruent. Then another pair of corresponding angles are is 3 and 7, and they are congruent. Then last pair of corresponding angles 4 is 4 and 8, they are congruent. So this way we have four pairs of corresponding angle. This is first pair of corresponding angle, this is second pair of corresponding angle, this is third pair of corresponding angle, and this is fourth pair of corresponding angle made by a transversal on two parallel line. Next, alternate interior angles. So here we are going to see among these 8 angles which of them are alternate, which of them forms interior angle, and which of them can be considered as pair of interior angle, and what does it mean. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the pair of alternate interior angles are congruent. So interior alternate angles will be congruent, means equal. Look, we had 8 angles, but all 8 angles are not forming pair of alternate angles. Here only angle number 3, 4, 5 and 6. These 4 are making pair of alternate angles, that is 3, 4, 5 and 6. And how they can be paired together. Look, angle 4 and 5, they make one pair. Angle 3 and 6 makes another pair of interior angle, alternate interior angle. So you can say angle 4 and 5 are congruent because they are alternate interior angles. Same way we can say angle 3 and 6. Angle 3 and 6 also makes pair of interior, alternate interior angle. If you observe, alternate angles makes a shape of Z. So whenever you want to identify alternate angles made by a transversal on two parallel line, we always look for this shape. Look, this is your first angle, angle number 3, which is equal with angle number 6. So this here we have angle 3, here we have angle 6, and they are making shape of Z. So this way you can identify alternate angles. Next, alternate exterior angle. So in that case, angle 1, 2, 7, 8 are making pair of exterior alternate exterior angle. And how they can be pair? Angle 1 and 8 can make one pair of alternate exterior angle, and angles 2 and 7 can make another pair of alternate exterior angle. So this way you can found two pair of alternate exterior angle, first one is 1 and 8, second one 2 and 7. So first pair angle 1 and angle 8. These two angles will be congruent. And angle 2 and angle 7 are congruent because they are alternate exterior angle. Consecutive interior angles theorem. Interior angles theorem. What this theorem says, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then if two parallel lines cut by a transversal, which is there in your figure, these are two parallel lines which is cut by this transversal, then the pair of consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree, means sum of two consecutive interior angles is 180 degree. Remember this, supplementary means 180 degree. Let us see which of these 8 angles can form pair of consecutive interior angles. So only angle number 3, 4, 5, 6 can form pair of consecutive interior angles. Now the first pair can be considered as angle number 3 and angle number 5. So these two angles can be add together and you will get 180 degrees. Angle 3 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degree according to property, right? And the other pair of interior angles is angle number 4 and angle number 5. So look at this. This is your angle 3 and 5. When you add them, they should be equal with 180 degree. Same way, angle number 4 and angle number 6 is equal with 180 degree. Means you need to add angle 4 in angle number 6 and the sum should be 180 degree. So this is all about consecutive interior angles.